Chit Chat Kit Kat. So what am I up to? Well, I could have left today, but that being said, I went down and I got the Subaru because it's been in storage for a while and I wanted to drive it and make sure that the battery stays good. And got some different things to put in there and still working on getting this set up right. Now, the Subaru is not for long-term things. It's like for, day or 2-day outings, something like that. Now, last night, we kind of stayed in it in the garage for a while. I wanted to get the puppies, in there and see how it was. Like I said, I'm still moving things around in there and trying to get it the best that I can get it. Now, I was thinking about going up to City of Rocks, and I was debating, do I go with the Subaru and just go up for a day, or do I take the van? Now, out there may not be any Wi-Fi, maybe no signal out there at all, but it is a very interesting place. Now, how it was formed was there was a volcano and it threw those rocks out to where they're at there, and it's just a very bizarre looking place. So I'm still debating on going up there, again, trying to decide, do I go for a day or do I take the van and go out there and then just keep going? I'm still a bit up in the air as to which I want to do. Now, it's a little more complicated in the Subaru. I do have the ice chest. I do have a cooker, a gas, one of those little gas, or propane bottle cookers. I do have that I can use, and I also have this other little thing that you plug in, and I can cook in that as well. So, how it's going to work. Now, I did take some things out because I did have a dry food storage thing in there with a lot of canned goods. So I took all those out since I'm doing carnivore. I don't need those. So I took those out. Now, I could put some canned meat in there as well. Maybe I will wind up doing that. But how it's going to be doing carnivore in there, I'll have to figure that out. Now, the dogs eat mostly raw. Now they're pretty going forward with the raw really well. And I do have the dry out if they want something extra. And they're so good. I put it out on a plate and, cut it up. Now, usually they're having either cube steak or a lean stew meat, which I have to wind up cutting more. And then I get it all cut up and I put it on one plate. And Mr. Mickey is so polite. He lets Miss Lily eat first. And sometimes I have to watch her because she'd sit and eat that whole plate if you'd let her. And I go, when she gets about halfway down, I go, Miss Lily, you have to let Mr. Mickey have some food. And then she looks at me and, oh, okay. And she'll walk away and then Mickey will come over and eat. But he never, they never fight over it. He's always lets her eat first. So she is definitely the alpha because she eats first. And then after she's done, then he'll eat. So that tells me, yeah, absolutely, she's the alpha in the relationship. That little bugger. She's tough, I'm telling you. She'll bitch him out. She'll sit there, and he just looks at her like, really? He's easygoing. Mickey Mick is very sweet, and he's very easygoing, so, that's all good. But we'll see, I do really want to get on the road with the van, but, I'm kind of thinking about taking a day and going out with the Subaru and just see, what's possible and not. Now, I don't know how people wind up living in their cars. And there are some women that have lived in them for a year, 2 years, and I'm just like, now I do have it set up because I guess if you're not having to get up to go to the bathroom 10 times at night, it might be a little easier. But I still have kidneys that are flushing, and I'm up like every hour, every 2 hours, multiple times at night, which makes it a little difficult. Now, I did have a good setup in there now for women. I've been trying it out and it's working really well. About, if you have to go at night, let's face it, it's much easier for men than it is for women in that aspect. They don't have nearly the complication that we do. But, I'll show you how I have that set up later. And what's working. And then I do have a way also to do number 2 as well. I do have a way to do that. Now, of course, not in the car at night. That's not going to work. But I do have a way that I have that set up that works as well. But again, it's a bit more complicated. It's so much easier in the van because you have your stove, everything set up. You don't have to moving things. You're not having to, yeah, much easier in the van. Although the Subaru, I can go off-road adventures. And that's why I got the Subaru, because, if I want to go up to doing some off-road things, doing some forest trails and stuff, I can do it in the Subaru where I can't take the van. So that was the idea behind that, that I can do. And I have taken it off-road here. I've taken it on some places that are really dips like this and rocks. You're going over big rocks and boulders and dips, and, I have taken it out there before. And in it, you can take it. I have the all-weather tires on it, and yeah. So basically, that's what I got the Subaru for more off-road types adventures and things. So we'll see. I do have a way to do heat in there if I had to, although I've never used it. It's one of those propane, you put it on the propane thing and you light it. Now, I do have that, but I also have in there, at night when it's all shut up, it does hold the heat better than a large space. And I do have in there a down sleeping bag that I open up. Now, if I got real cold, I'd, zip it up and have it surrounding me. But I do have a down sleeping bag in there as well. And I'm still, like I said, trying to move things around to give the best area. So we'll see. I'm still trying to work on it. Now I do in there have some extra clothes, a pair of jeans and, a tank top and a lighter pair of pants and long sleeve shirts and, so I do have extra clothes and a down jacket as well. And I have some boots in there for rain. And what else did I take? Yeah, pots, pans, I have my stuff for coffee. That's in there. And I have to pack dog food, so that will go in the dry area with my coffee stuff. And then most of our food, eggs and meat, eggs, butter, and milk will go in the little cooler chest that I have. And I do have a little table that I can put out if I want to open the back and, put my cooker on it. I do have that. So I think I have just about everything you need and then some. I've got rope, I've got everything you can think of in there. Oh my goodness. But I haven't really, spent a day and a night to give it a good work to see how it's going to work. So we'll see. Maybe I'll do that, before the weather gets too really cold. Maybe I'll take it out for one day. Now, I could just take it over the hill here, and which is very close by. I could do that and just spend a day and see. But I've been thinking about going out to City of Rocks because it's just so crazy out there. So we'll see. I don't know. I'm still debating. Now, if I wanted to go to a place like Chaco, is it Chaco or Chaco Canyon? I would take the Subaru and not the van because it's as I understand, it's a really bumpy road. So I would probably do a short trip and just take the Subaru. Isn't that right, Mick? What? What do you want, Mick? I know, loving. You giving me a kiss? Yeah. I love you too. You're my boy. Yeah, you're my boy. You're my boy. Okay. He's just very sweet. He's such a loving boy. He said, I am. I know you want to sit on my lap. I know, Mick. I know, Mick. I have to weigh him. I swear he must be 15 pounds now. You're a heavy-duty boy, Mick. And here comes the little one. Here comes the Lilliputian girl. Hey. What? Oh. I'm getting attacked. I go to bed and I try to get to sleep, or if I get up in the morning and then try to go back to bed, they'll be in my face like they're trying to kiss me. I'm just like, get away, leave me alone, let me sleep. But they'll get right in your face and you go, no, you can't sleep. Yeah, so your happy meter going? Is your happy meter going over there? I see your happy meter going. Yes. It's a good girl. They're very good, happy puppies for the most part. Hey, Mick, what are you looking for? Oh my goodness. This morning they were out there and digging. Let me see if I don't know if you can see this on here. Look at this face. Look at those feet. Now you can't really see it well, but her face is just full of mud like the bottom of her feet. She comes in. I wish you could see her face well with this. I'll try to blow it up. No, it just that light is just shining. It's not, but her face has the mud on it like her feet. But you can't see it on when I try to show it on there. I know what I'll do. I'll put this as the thumbnail. Oh, after it rains, they go out and they're just digger beasts, and they come in just full of dirt and sand and mud. Yeah. So anyway, on that note, I'll leave that here, but yeah, I'm still just trying to figure out what I want to do. Do I want to just load up the van and take off in that, because I've got until the end of November that I can actually go? Or do I just take the Subaru for a day and give it a day shot and see how it goes? I don't know. I'm going to sit with it tonight and try to make a choice. So on that note, I'll see you online. Thanks for tuning in.